Screens are everywhere. They fill stores, trade shows, stadiums, museums, and just about everywhere available on a wall. But here is the bigger question. Is that screen actually helping anyone? This is Jonathan Kirsting with the Pittsburgh Technology Council and Tech Vibe. And in this episode of 10-Minute Tech Talks, Makeway's Josh Lowery and Greg Cunneyworth take us inside an interactive kiosk developed for America's Best. The experience helps customers understand complex lens options, gives sales teams another tool, and creates valuable data about how shoppers make decisions. We will also explore some of the emerging display technologies Makeway discovered at InfoComm, and why the future is not about putting a screen everywhere, it's about putting the right experience in the right place. Let's tap the screen and dive in with my friends from Makeway right now. So first off, let's switch gears a little bit and talk about some of the cool projects that you do. After going through this process, you get to work on some cool digital transformation projects. I know we can't always name names and all that kind of stuff because some of the stuff you're working on is kind of top secret. But you're showing me some cool stuff on your phone there, Greg. So can we talk about the America's Best?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because it's too late now. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But it's been so much fun to me to show you how this is digital transformation for America's Best. The idea you install a kiosk that's going to be piloted in 60 stores, I think is what you said.
It was piloted in 60 stores, and those were successful. And I think they rolled it out to another, I don't know the number off the top of my head, but it was like 100 other stores or something after.
Okay, so that's cool. Tell me about this kiosk, because you showed me pictures. I'm like, this is so cool how you built this.
So because lens technology has been changing over the last number of years, America's Best basically figured out a way to communicate the different types of lenses and technology that are going into glasses.
Yeah.
So they utilize the touchscreen to help educate not only the managers that are in the store, but also the potential employees to go through that process and to visually see the difference between polarized and unpolarized. As the example we used before, the transition lenses, those, that's a brand itself where they transition from clear to sunglasses.
It's
right?
great because when you showed me the kiosk, you see the person picking that lens, and then it looks at a beach environment, and you can see how it dims it down, so you can see just how much it's gonna shade it out and everything. You can see then the clarity that something would come in based upon different types of lenses. It's this is kind of a neat way to interact.
Yeah, exactly, and it helps again sort of demystify what would ultimately just be like, I'm trusting you on your advice because you're the expert, but now I can actually physically see the difference between this lens and this lens, concave, convex, all those different sort of specific lens.
You probably know more about eyewear than you'd ever.
Well, now I know.
At the end of the project, you're like, wait a second. I got the digital lenses, man. No glare, all the good stuff. And they block out the blue light too, because my poor eyes.
That actually is a thing too.
It is.
One of the modules.
Maybe I could have consulted with you guys. Remember me next time.
Yeah, next one.
That's awesome. There's the types of things where you don't think about that when you're in a store. Someone built that application to make me as a consumer make a better decision, a more informed decision, feel confident about that. And you're helping them sell services that they need to sell and do it more efficiently. That's awesome.
Yeah, and it helps the sales team through their process as well too. If you only have a couple of people and you're busy that day too, you've got essentially another tool in your belt for that. Some people, honestly, they don't want to come up directly and talk to another human being when they're shopping. They want a little bit of passive discovery time for themselves. This is a great way to make them feel comfortable in the store.
So
those are all conversations that we had in terms of what is the role and the objective this needs to play within that environment. We don't want it ever to be a source of friction in the environment. We want it to just only be a source of value and make sure that we're also measuring those things, measuring the effectiveness of what is the dwell time here, how much are people interacting with it, what things they're looking at the most. All of those signals are so important to make effective business and sales decisions after the fact too.
All day long.
Yeah. But you kind of hit the nail on the head in terms of why we're doing what we're doing, because when we create a touchscreen like this, it has a true purpose, unlike another sort of digital display where you're just putting something up for art's sake or for
maybe it'll attract people to check it out.
Yeah, exactly.
This is something that people are coming to because they need to learn about these different lenses. So there's a thing there to show them without having someone hand you a pair out here, try these on, and you can see that it's I can just see right now by clicking the screen.
It's not gimmicky. It's not a flashy thing. It's an educational tool. It's a tool for the team to use, and that's part of what I love about my job is and Makeway itself is creating these tools that are adding value, that are adding purpose, and not just there just to take up space, basically.
100%. What are some of the newer technologies that have you kind of fired up right now? This probably leads us into what's going on when you just came back from Vegas.
We just came back from Vegas at InfoComm, and Josh was doing, he was walking around quite a bit.
Recon.
Yeah, exactly.
He had a backpack on and everything.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Someone's free swag too.
Yeah.
Passing outside.
He's got more stress balls now and he can shake a thing.
Yeah. There's a lot of really exciting stuff out there, whether it's either on the software side or the hardware side of things. Honestly, like especially coming back from InfoComm, like you can put a screen on anything, and whether it's a durable screen or whether it's going to be a see-through screen or whatever it is. So a lot of those things, we make sure that we continue to invest in events like that, just so that we can make sure that we always have our eye on, okay, what are we missing? What's out there? What's actually ready for us to recommend to clients and implement in solutions versus it's still maybe too early on and let's give it a little bit of time to breathe and see how it works. But it's kind of hard to pick a favorite right now.
It's so overwhelming. There's so much. I mean, I remember like when I was at CES 2 years ago, they were showing swimming pools with displays on the bottom.
Yeah.
And it was kind of great. They had sharks swimming around. That was like to keep people out of the pool. And I'm like, okay, so I need a screen on the bottom of my pool.
Yeah.
But it's, but that
Nobody's
could be a great
read the sign, put sharks in it.
Exactly. That could be a great marketing tool to use for someone trying to make a splash, dare I say.
Yeah.
But
That's the one thing about Vegas is there's no shortage of places to put a screen. Like it's just if there's an empty wall, there's an opportunity to put a screen there.
Exactly.
And I think that's one of the reasons why it's in Vegas.
And it's more, the question's more like, where should I put a screen?
Yeah.
Where is it going to create noise versus like actual value?
yeah.
That's what we're here to try and answer.
Actually ended up seeing one of our clients too. So TSI Touch, they're based here in the Pennsylvania region.
Okay.
They create some of the hardware and the touch device technology right here in Uniontown.
Wait, in Uniontown?
Yeah,
No way.
yeah.
That's cool.
So we saw them, they're a client of ours, they're a partner of ours. We actually mutually provide each other business. So they provide us some clients, and we just worked with
Use their products, man.
Yeah, so another client that used their device that we had them use. So it was exciting to go see them because they're just literally the best group. Of people.
The big thing I hear when it comes to these types of shows, and I see this, is that you can meet all your clients because they're all going to be there.
Yeah.
So you can catch up with people super fast.
Sure.
You're seeing all the trends that are going out there. You bring that back, you get all fired up, and you're like, what can I integrate into my next project? Where is this going? And that's me. That's what keeps it fun.
It's great. Yeah, it does keep it fun, and that's also part of InfoComm. It's just having everyone in one place and networking and getting to know new people.
That is the difference between technology that simply attracts attention and technology that creates genuine value. Makeway approaches touchscreens and immersive experiences as business tools. They can educate customers, support employees, simplify complex information, and help organizations understand how people interact with their environments. And with transparent displays, durable screens, and entirely new hardware entering the market, the creative possibilities are growing quickly. The challenge is knowing what to use, where to use it, and when the technology is truly needed. This has been 10-Minute Tech Talks, powered by the Pittsburgh Technology Council. Remember, the goal is not another glowing rectangle. The goal is a better experience. Once again, this has been Jonathan Kirsting, and I cannot wait to see you on the next episode.